Hello, I managed to secure a interview on the internet with the Freezoner, and I'll be reading this and posting this online. Anon, what do you think the main difference between freezoning and the Church of Scientology is? Freezoners. The obvious is that Freezone is an organized group. It's really become an umbrella term for anyone outside the church. However, you'll find different shades of splitter groups even within the free zone. Some stay true to the original policy and others don't. The church itself, since the RTC takeover, has been slowly altering, twisting Scientology to serve its own ends. The church, since the only place actual Scientology don't exist anymore are among those individuals and groups outside the church who still use technology. I guess I'll sum it up. You could say they're still able to learn and practice the real stuff outside the church. Church just wants started to control the copyrights and bleed its members for money. Wow, Anon? Wow, that's more to it than I thought there would be. Anon, how do you Freezoners view the fair game policy and disconnection? Freezoner, well, you could get as many individual answers as there are Freezoners. I couldn't speak for others, but give you a general action from my viewpoint. Most Freezoners do not find the actual practice of the church to be. Most Freezoners or not find the practice of the church to be suppressive and control tactic. However, this is where you might be surprised again. I think the original intention of the policies were valid because they were vastly misunderstood views, which is why L. Ron Hubbard did cancel them. However, this might be something that some people don't know, or the church doesn't want you to know. That L. Ron Hubbard actually did issue cancellation of those policies in an HCO policy letter form, written in green on white. To put it simply, it was an urgent need at one time for Scientology to have a way to defend itself against attacks on the organization and legend. The idea is that some of it declared fair game. You did what you had to make sure they weren't a threat. But like any tool or weapon, it can be used constructively or defensively, or it can be used massively to destroy others. Also, disconnection was the only way in some cases, or the best way to handle certain situations. But again, it was abused. It was not meant to be as a punishment. There's supposed to be one option available when certain kinds of problems result. Is supposed to lead to better conditions, not feeling threatened or put down or cut off from the people you love. It's supposed to be the real reason one might be disconnected from an individual or family group members is there's no other way for that person to stop being under suppressive influence to prevent them from making. Let's say it's like someone is in an abusive relationship. The abusive partner will not get the abusive partner will not get help to stop what he's doing. The only partner has no choice but to end the relationship. However, LRH found the techniques to handle this kind of problem. You don't always have to disconnect. It later became twisted as a way of controlling or punishing people. Then it became do what we say and only communicate with those we allow. If you did, you're in trouble, and your family doesn't like this being taken away from you. So both fair game and disconnection had valid uses and reasons to employ in circumstances that needed it. But like I said, there are two badly misunderstood views, and they are canceled. That did not stop the new management from still employing a perversion of these policies. Anon, question. How do you Freezoners feel about protesting and anonymous protesting against the Church of Scientology? I know many of you Freezoners have helped out. Freezoner, well, the general feeling I've come across is split along two lines. There are some who think it's great and that they come out and participate. I think the others have their own reason for joining, their own reason for doing what they do. Personally, it's unclear to me what Anon's goals really are. Some people want to stop the basic the abusing of basic human rights. Others want to lump all Scientology, religion, the philosophy, the church, its founders, all practitioners into one big thing and say it's all crazy and should be done away with. So I see some people out there protesting the COS is harmful first. I see other ones holding up signs saying L. Ron Hubbard was an insane sci-fi writer. It seems to be most Anons are okay with that, but even amongst them there are some disagreement and dissent. So the general feeling is that it's a good thing the church is being pressured, but personally I worry about the whole subject of Scientology will get caught up in it. It will become completely trashed in the public eye. Just to give you an allegory in it, it's like people protesting the Catholic Church. Some are against the abuse, and other people come up there protesting the whole religion, holding up signs, there is no God, Jesus can't save you, etc., etc. So that's what I'd like to see, a whole distinction between the Church of Scientology and the actual religion, and the clearly more stated groups like Anon. But what are they trying to accomplish? What do they want? Real justice, or they want to destroy a whole philosophy in a way like they just don't fully understand? Anon, what do you feel or think about Xenu? Freezoner, to be really honest, it's above my case level. I don't have real understanding of that, and someone who honestly does has more levels than I have. Before I was serious about Scientology, I found out all the stuff on the net. I thought it was bogus, and one day I started to see different opinions on it. In the free zone, it made me realize just because it isn't real to me doesn't mean it is an issue for others. It's like this. I've never been raped, but I know others who have been, and they get therapy for that. Why should I put in therapy just because it isn't an experience? Why should I be? Let me start over. Why should I be put the therapy down just because an experience I never had? So that made me realize just because I don't believe or understand something doesn't mean it can't possibly be a reality for others, or something that needs to be addressed. That's my feelings on it. When you actually do the bridge and get to the OT level 3, honestly, then you can sort out for yourself. Anon, what message do you have for the Church of Scientology, or for those people who feel the oppression of the church? To the church, I don't feel the right now to say anything. For those inside, I want you to know that what you're getting is not Scientology, the way it was originally developed by L. Ron Hubbard, and that's not what they really want. The real gains come from that you can find outside in the free zone. You can be responsible enough to ally yourself with like-minded people and really work on it. Free zoner, I would like to add that any member who isn't sure they should just apply to Scientology ethics and do a proper doubt formula. They're going to have a possible break about the rules, to be honest. They're going to break the rules to get honest answers. The statistics that they give the church gives are all lies. They only hear about the free zoners or anyone on the outside. All they have to look honestly on their own and make up their own minds about what to do. But there is hope. There is real tech, and you can get the bridge out there. Nobody can take your spiritual freedom unless you allow others to. But anyway, I know I did mess up a little bit reading that, but I'll be posting the full thing on various forums for you to read for yourself. And I'd like to give a word to thank the free zoner who allowed me to interview him. And I know the fact, this is to you, the Church of Scientology, this is going to tick you off, the fact I use my freedom of speech, my freedom of expression, to post a honest, unbiased interview with a free zoner. But anyway, I'll catch you later, guys. And due to popular demand, may the lulz be with you. Bye.